Hi guys, just a quick Me Too video on some image quality with the new Sony a6500. Lightroom just started offering RAW support for it this morning, so went out and shot some shots with the Sony 90mm macro, which is a premium lens. It's supposed to be one of the sharpest lenses you can buy for the system. My previous shots that I've been taking for the last few days have been with the Sony Zeiss 16-70 f4, and I've only been shooting in JPEG since I couldn't edit them yet in Lightroom, and hadn't been 100% pleased with the image quality. The JPEG compression wasn't so good, and there were some trade-offs in sharpness and noise, and just some JPEG artifacting that I really didn't like. So, now that they have RAW support, I went out and took a few test shots and thought I'd share them really quick. First off, I think it's probably unfair to expect getting A7R2 type picture quality with this crop sensor, even though it's really high resolution for its size. Still not getting the same level of detail using the same optic. I can zoom in on the dog here, and this is the raw image, and you can see just not the same level of detail that you'd get with the A7R2. This one's maybe a little bit better. This is a 2:1 crop. Let's go to 1:1. So I mean, it's very good, but not as good as the A7R2, and it's, like I said, it's probably not fair to expect that. So got some shots of this hummingbird, and pretty good. This is probably from about 4 meters away. So if we crop into 2:1, I mean, that's pretty good detail. Something like this, not a whole lot of difference with the A7R2. So now I got some, some close-up macro shots, and let's see. These ones were all taken with a tripod. I used a 2-second shutter timer just to avoid any sort of camera shake. And let's zoom in. So, I wouldn't worry too much about the purple fringing. I think some of this is not necessarily caused by the lens, but caused by distortion from these droplets themselves. But it really doesn't matter. We're most interested in the camera sensor. And you can see it's pretty nice image quality, but we're just not getting the same level of minute, fine detail that would be getting out of the A7R2. Another shot. Can zoom in. Now these were all manually focused. I took my time to make sure I was really nailing it, and it's got the focus peaking, and the punch-in focus is really nice on the A6500. But it looks great, but still not quite as sharp as you're getting with the A7R2. One thing that is cool though about using a crop sensor and using the full frame lenses is because you're using only the central part of the image circle, you can the image in your sensor is going to be sharp all the way across the frame, because there's really no corner distortion, there's no light drop off when using a full frame lens, and the sharpness is pretty much going to be great all the way across your crop frame, because that's the way that the full frame lenses are designed. You're not getting those sort of limitations. Let's see, look at this. Here's a good example. I mean, you can just go right up to the edge, and you could make a good crop right up to the edge and still get good sharpness. So, there you go. I wanted to give a really quick example of some shots using a good quality full frame lens. So we're kind of comparing more apples to apples on the sensors. These were all shot at, by the way, 100 ISO. And, good image quality, not quite as good as the A7R2, but, that camera costs twice as much.